Hey guys, welcome back to Slow Travel Chronicles. My name is Stephanie.
Garrett.
And we are sharing a Did We Like video. This time we are talking about our time in Southeast Asia. Normally we do that one city at a time, but on this trip we traveled quickly, so we are actually going to lump and talk about the countries as a whole.
Okay.
If something jumps out at us that we need to call out on a specific city, we'll do that. So we started our trip back in January of 2025 and it ended in mid-March. We started in Chiang Mai, Thailand, and we stayed there for 2 weeks. Now, let's answer some of the questions that we normally ask and answer in these videos. Did we think, what are you laughing for?
I'm getting ready to say yes and no.
No, don't do that. Did you find it safe? In Thailand, we're talking Thailand, not just Chiang Mai.
Yes.
Okay. Did you find it walkable?
Yes, with a caveat.
Okay,
It's walkable if you don't mind walking the street.
that is true.
With scooters and cars. You get used to it. They're really good drivers. They go right around you, but the sidewalks are impassable for the most part.
Yes. What did we think about public transport? I'm not asking you a yes or no question.
We didn't ride any.
I know.
We walked.
I know.
It's walkable. It's
Yes.
a lot of walking though. I mean, it's a pretty good sized city.
Yeah.
We stayed, I don't know,
Astor condos?
5 or 10 minute walk outside the old city walls. So we had to walk 10 or 15 minutes to get to the old city. Like in one corner of it, it took us probably 45 minutes to walk across town.
Now you could take tuk-tuks, but we did
Mhm.
not do that very often. What was our favorite thing that we did while we were in Thailand? I know what my favorite thing was. I don't know what your favorite thing was.
Your favorite thing was the elephants.
Yes, we went to
Probably so.
the Elephant Nature Park. If you
Mhm.
haven't seen our video on that, I'll leave a link in the description box below, so check that out.
I also really enjoyed going to all the different Watts because they're so different from anything we've ever seen growing up.
Yes, and I don't want to talk about something that we're going to talk about in the future, but at least in Thailand, we weren't wadded out yet.
No, we were not. We went to a lot of them.
Yes. Now, what did we think about the food in Thailand?
It was good and cheap.
Yes. So I really liked the fried pork with kale with
Mhm.
a side of morning glory. That was great.
Yeah, we made it a whole week before we went to McDonald's.
Yes. And then we went to Taco Bell.
Yeah, it wasn't perfect, but it was good enough.
And we found a Mexican restaurant too.
Yeah.
Um,
We love Thailand food so much. We went to all the usual places.
yeah. Garrett found a couple of good places.
Yeah.
So that's going to sum up our overall feeling of Thailand, unless you wanted to
No.
add anything
It
specific.
was good.
Yeah. We liked our time there for the most part in Thailand. Next, after we left Thailand, we made our way to Laos.
Luang Prabang.
Yes.
Mhm.
And
Loved it.
yes, we stayed at the Cold River Inn. There's a
Mhm.
video on that. Check that out also. And that hotel had a fabulous breakfast every morning included in the price.
It was a
Breakfast.
big European breakfast. And it was big enough we didn't eat lunch the whole time we were in Luang Prabang. We just ate breakfast and dinner.
Yes. And dinner we had right next door.
Mhm.
We called her Mama's.
Yeah.
And yeah, we
It
ate
was
there every
excellent.
day but once.
Yeah, the
For
food
dinner.
was great.
Yeah. Did we find it walkable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they actually have sidewalks that worked.
Yes, and they weren't overly crowded with scooters, maybe once or
No.
twice.
It was fine.
There was no public transportation, or at least we did not use public
They
transportation.
had tuk-tuks, but the city's so small you don't need them.
Yeah.
Except to go out to like the waterfalls or a river or a park or something like that, which we did do one day.
Oh, I forgot about that. So,
Mhm.
what was your favorite thing to do in Laos?
Drink beer loud.
Oh,
Good
yes.
stuff.
So we went on the a Mekong River
Mhm.
cruise with Nagi Cruises. They were great. And when we were on the boat, the host of the boat, the tour guide, explained to us how Beer Lao had won tons of awards, and we didn't really think much of it.
Everybody wins awards
Yeah.
at some point.
So we didn't buy any, surprisingly, considering
Mhm.
how much beer we normally drink. We did not buy any on the boat, but that night at our hotel, we had one, and
It's rockstar good.
Yes.
If you like Bud Light. Now, if you like some fancy frou-frou beer, forget it.
Yeah.
But if you like basic cheap American beer, it's up your alley.
Yeah. So we did really like Beer
Mhm.
Lao, but my favorite thing was actually the Mekong River cruise.
Yeah, it was nice.
I liked it. It was relaxing. We were traveling with some Australian friends. We filmed a video with them
Mhm.
about how we like traveling with each other, so check that one out. And we had a good time. We
Yeah.
played games, chatted, did our own thing for a little
Yeah.
bit, and then, yeah, it was nice.
I like the waterfalls too. Keystone waterfalls, I think.
Oh, yeah,
So,
those
yeah,
were
that
good.
was good.
We have videos on all the things we're talking about. I forgot to tell you if we felt like Laos was safe. And overall, yes, we walked around at night, no problem whatsoever.
Oh yeah.
There is an issue there with some not reputable establishments that will water down or try to enhance their alcohol with methanol, and that can be very deadly. So know what you're drinking when you
Yeah.
drink it. You know, a packaged beer,
Like Beer Loud comes in a bottle. Very nice.
yeah, drink that. That way you
Mhm.
know it's not tampered with. Just be
Yeah.
safe out there. Okay, up next we're going to talk about our time in Vietnam.
Mhm.
Did
We
you-
spent the longest amount of time there of the 4 countries.
Yes, we spent time in multiple cities,
Mhm.
Hanoi being our first stop, and overall, did you feel it was safe?
Oh yeah. Oh, particularly in Hanoi because our Airbnb was a block away from the presidential palace. We couldn't walk 5 feet without seeing armed guards.
Yeah.
I mean, they were for at least half a mile. And then once we got away from the presidential palace, we were in Old Town, and it was just a massive crush of people with no sidewalks, scooters everywhere, walking in the street, dodging cars, buses. I mean, it's crazy. It was really fun.
So yeah, so I guess you're gonna say it is walkable or not?
It's walkable. We took a bus a couple of times to go out to some distant things. But if you stay in the right area, you can walk to 90% of what you want to do.
And when you see those videos of people like crossing the street in Vietnam and the scooters going past them, yes, that is the case. And you actually do know how to do it after a
Yeah.
minute.
When you want to cross the street, you wait for a slight break in traffic, and then just start walking steadily and consistently. And as long as you're walking a straight path across the street, the cars and the scooters and such will go around you, and it works out just fine. If you don't like walking within like 6 inches of a car, you got a problem.
Yeah. Public transportation, we did not take any except for that couple of buses.
We rode a bus once. You just basically get on, tell the driver where you're going. They tell you how much to pay. Hopefully you get off the right spot. It's a little bit haphazard. I never really understood.
Well, there's a conductor on,
lines.
on the bus.
Yeah, the guy, the money guy. But
Yeah.
anyway, it can be done, but it's a little bit nerve-wracking.
So what was your favorite thing to do in Vietnam?
The whole country? Snorkeling.
Snorkeling, really? I liked Ha Long Bay
Yeah.
cruise. I thought that was fabulous. Some of the off-boat activities weren't all that great, but like just seeing all of the rock formations was amazing.
Yeah, the cruise is pretty good. But,
Okay, difference
Still.
of opinions.
yeah,
I did like the snorkeling too. So what did you think about the food?
not much.
I don't even remember what we ate. Oh, we had
A lot of pizza.
yeah,
burgers.
we had some pho.
Yeah,
I don't remember everything we had, but
the yogurt coffee was good. Sounds like a strange combination, but no way, the yogurt coffee is really good. We tried a bunch of Vietnamese dishes. It's just not for us. I don't know why. I guess because most of it seemed to be more noodle based.
He's
I
not big.
don't like noodles that much.
but we did find Popeye's chicken.
Yeah,
Texas
we had
chicken.
Popeye's chicken, Texas chicken, several different burger places, a Mexican place. Yeah, we kind of alternated, but we started leaning a lot more towards Western food when we were in Vietnam. In Thailand, we probably ate Thai food 90% of the time. In Laos, we ate Lao food almost all the time, with the exception of the
Right.
fancy French breakfast. But in Vietnam, it was probably closer to 50-50 or even 60-40 that we were hunting out something other than Vietnamese food just because it just wasn't for us.
It definitely was not for us.
Our friends loved it. They thought it was best thing in the world. We thought they were crazy, so be it.
Yeah. And then our last stop was Cambodia,
Mhm.
and we started out in Phnom Penh,
Yeah.
and we had an Airbnb that we actually had a kitchen, so we were able
Yeah.
to cook more. So we didn't eat out all that much.
No, by that point I wouldn't eat any more rice and noodles. We went to a couple of Italian restaurants. We
Polish.
went to a Polish restaurant. We went to an Australian bar. We did go to this one food court. Some lady was selling Chinese food that was pretty decent. We went there a couple of times. But really, at this point of the trip, we were done with Asian food. I mean, it just was not going to happen.
Yeah. And so while we were in Cambodia, did you feel safe?
Yeah. One thing about Cambodia is, unlike the other countries, it was so hot that people just do not go out during the day. I mean, if you go out during the day, there was nobody out. But if you go out sunset or later, there's kids and families just out having a great time. So yeah, it was really safe.
Yeah,
I thought.
it was, and it was pretty walkable for the most part.
Yeah, once you got into the Old Town area, it was walkable. Now we stayed out in Chinatown.
That was my bad
Peak.
call. The Peak.
The Peak. Oh, it was a fine Airbnb, but it was literally in Chinatown, and we weren't anywhere near Phnom Penh for at least half a mile.
Yeah.
But a tuk-tuk and $1 got us wherever we wanted to go. So we took tuk-tuks quite a bit. You just call them with the Grab app and hop in, and away you go.
Yeah, we did take a lot of tuk-tuks now that you
Mhm.
reminded me. So what was your favorite thing to do in Cambodia? Probably the same as mine.
Probably Angkor Wat.
Oh yeah, we spent 3 days there. We paid, I think, $60 each for
For the park tickets.
that was a 3-day pass. And
Mhm.
then we chipped in with our friends and had a private driver for 3 days to take us to the different temples. And I think that was $125 total for
Yeah.
3 days for everybody, not each.
Yeah.
So
and you'll need a driver. And
Yes.
you'll need a couple of days.
yes, and it
She's
was
got a video on that.
yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I do. And the food there.
Didn't eat any of it if it wasn't Western.
Yes, by the time we got to Siem Reap, we found sandwich shops, breakfast, Mexican food.
Yeah.
I don't even remember everything.
Yeah, we went to some place that had like English pub food. Went to a different place that had English pub food. Went to a place that had tacos,
And
kebabs, and a place that had like bagel sandwiches. Once again, our hotel had good breakfast,
Mhm.
so we were able to eat a good breakfast. And then while we were in Angkor Wat, our driver for lunch would drop us off at some local restaurant. So we did have to suffer through there a little bit, but it was fine.
Yeah, at this point in the trip, I would say we were like having conversations like, as soon as we get back to the United States, I want to eat this and I want to eat that.
Yeah.
And, I had to have a sweet tea, so all was good.
But anyway, it was nice.
Yeah.
Cambodia was good. People were nice. It was safe. It was really hot.
Mhm.
It was really hot.
Yeah. So I'm glad we went on the trip.
Of course.
It took a long time to get there, for sure. Now the question is, would we go back to Southeast Asia? And if so, would we go to any of those countries again? So I'll let you answer.
Maybe and maybe.
Okay.
I would say if we do go back, it'll be years from now. And it'll probably be in conjunction for a specific reason, or if we just get bored of going elsewhere, which could happen. The main cities we did not get to that we had on our list to go to, we just got cut off, were Kuala Lumpur, Ho Chi Minh City, and Bangkok.
Mhm.
In hindsight, I'm not sure I would go to Ho Chi Minh City because Vietnamese food didn't really excite me, and I don't see a reason to go to another big city in Vietnam. Just don't. No. Thailand, maybe.
Mhm.
We like the food there reasonably well
Yeah.
enough. I've heard a lot of great things about Bangkok. I could see going to Bangkok for a week or two, but no
Mhm.
longer than that. I suppose we could go to some of those beach places in Thailand, but I really have no urge to go to them because they're just over touristy and don't actually appeal to me that much.
Yeah, we're really not beach people.
No.
If you haven't picked up on it, like, I think we like to go to the beach for like a week,
Yeah.
and that's pushing it.
Yeah. You know, Kuala Lumpur is supposed to be nice,
Mhm.
but again, it's got the same problem as Bangkok. It's probably hot as hell. I'm really not sure I want to pay a ton of money to fly around halfway around the world to go into a sweltering sauna.
Yeah, now, he does want to go back, or to Indonesia to go snorkeling.
I would do
So
that.
we might stop at some of those places. Now let's talk about the cost. Now, I did not do a good job of breaking the cost down by city or by country, so we are lumping them all together and we have some categories. So for airports for plane tickets, we spent a total of $3,295. And I have a sheet here, so I have to take my glasses off to read it.
Do you want to tell them what the plane tickets were for?
Okay, go ahead.
Miami to Kuala Lumpur to Chiang Mai. Then we took a river cruise down, the Mekong River cruise down to Luang Prabang, flew from Luang Prabang to Hanoi. We took the train in Vietnam all the way down the coast for the most part. We took a plane and flew into Phnom Penh. And then at the end of the trip, we flew from Siem Reap back to Kuala Lumpur, back to Miami. So round trip flights to Kuala Lumpur, then 4 flights in Southeast Asia to get around.
Okay, so all of that cost us $3,295. And then for accommodation, we did a combo of hotels, Airbnbs. Some were booked through Booking, some were booked through Airbnb, some were booked directly with the hotel. And we were there for 81 nights, and in total we spent $3,018 on accommodation. Then we have other transportation, so Garrett kind of talked about that. We took trains, we took the boat rides, the Halong Bay cruise, tuk-tuks, those types of things, bus rides. The other transportation costs totaled $845. Did I forget anything out of that?
I don't think so. A lot of that transportation cost comes out of the Mekong River cruise, because that was our transportation from Thailand down into Luang Prabang, and also trains running the length of Vietnam. That's what a lot of that was. And I think a little bit may have been included from our Halong Bay cruise, because we went from Hanoi directly to Ninh Binh, so we had to allocate some amount of that to transportation. I don't remember what it was, but it was a little bit.
Yeah. So in total, we spent $845 on transportation. And our next category is for food and entertainment. We spent $3,183 for food and entertainment. So that's like the Elephant Nature Park,
Angkor Wat, Halong Bay tour,
part of the Halong Bay.
most of the Halong Bay tour, part of the Mekong River tour. Most of the Wats were free, but some of them had small charges, that kind of stuff.
So in total for this trip, we spent $10,641, which when we totaled it today, we were kind of shocked because we expected it to be cheaper. But again, we invested in experiences by doing Angkor Wat, the Halong Bay cruise, Elephant Nature Park, Mekong River cruise. We did spend a lot more money on activities than we normally do.
Yeah. One thing about this trip that, comparing it to a 3-month trip to Europe, is the ratio of your accommodation cost and your transportation cost. In Europe, we spend twice as much on accommodations as we do on transportation. Going to Southeast Asia, we spent twice as much on transportation as we spent on accommodations. The accommodations were dirt cheap, and they were nice. It just cost us a fortune to get over there. We come to Europe, it doesn't cost us a whole lot to get over here, but the accommodations are a whole lot more. So it kind of balanced out, actually.
Yeah, so we ended up spending $131.37 per day.
Yeah, on average.
On average.
And our housing costs probably averaged under $40 a day.
Yes. We had some accommodations that were like $9 or less, so we had some good values in them. So I think that'll wrap up this video, unless you have anything else you'd like to add.
Not today.
Not today. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the things. It really does help our channel out. Come back next Thursday to see where our adventures take us next, and have a great week.
Bye bye.